वो दिन कितने प्यारे थे, ये दिन भी कितने प्यारे हैं। तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे, तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे। बाबा अब भी साथ हमारे हैं।
क्यों बाप दादा अभी समय के समीपता परमान हर एक बच्चे में क्या देखने चाहते हैं? जो कहते हैं वो करके दिखाना है, जो सोचते हो वो स्वरूप में लाना। क्योंकि बाप का वर्षा है, जन्म सदाधिकार है, मुक्ति और जीवन मुक्ति। सभी को निमंत्रण भी यही देते हो ना, आकर मुक्ति जीवन मुक्ति का वर्षा प्राप्त करो। तो अपने से पूछो, क्या मुक्ति धाम में मुक्ति का अनुभव करना है? सतयुग में जीवन मुक्ति का अनुभव करना है। वह अब संगम युग में मुक्ति जीवन मुक्ति का संस्कार बनाना। क्योंकि आप कहते हो कि हम अभी अपने ईश्वरी संस्कार से दैवी संसार बनाने वाले, अपने संस्कार से नया संसार बना रहे। तो अब संगम बड़ी मुक्ति जीवन मुक्ति के संस्कार इमर्ज चाहिए ना, तो चेक करो। सर्व बंधनों से मन और बुद्धि मुक्त हुए हैं। क्योंकि भ्रमण जीवन में कई बातों से जो पास्ट लाइफ के बंधन है उससे मुक्त हुए हो, लेकिन सर्व बंधनों से मुक्त है या कोई कोई बंधन अभी भी अपने बंधन में बांधता है। इस भ्रमण जीवन में होगा। बच्चे, मैं आपके सदा साथ हूँ।
Om Shanti. Merciful Bestower. To give means to automatically receive. Become a master bestower and definitely continue to give to souls, whether they are Brahmins or souls in contact and relationship. Be altruistic and give them the experience of happiness, peace, bliss, and love. You have to give, and to give means to receive. Whoever comes in front of you at any time should definitely go back with something. Having come to you, master bestowers, they should not go away empty handed. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 19. Merciful and bestower. To give means to automatically receive. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Okay, doing well. Whenever Baba speaks, it takes us back. We start thinking, am I embodiment of what Baba is saying? Have I become that? Do I have those experiences? Yeah, that's what we start asking ourselves, and we know we can be, yeah, if we pay proper attention to what Baba is saying. That means during day, if I have attention, that means Baba wants us to experience his inheritance at confluence age. Now, sometimes parents give inheritance to children in time, and sometimes they leave inheritance. They will it, and then children get after parents leave. So those who have inheritance, you will see in their life, they don't have to work hard because they keep using inheritance. I think most of us have this experience, right? That you are constantly, you have a resource there. So you never feel like concerned what will happen. You have enough, right? So same is what Baba is saying, that you should be able to experience liberation in life. That means while living at confluence age, you have experience of golden age, Satya. Now that is only possible if I live internally in my world, right? But then Baba says you have to create also divine world, right? So that means that's where Baba says, yesterday also Baba said, you have to liberate others also. And we could keep our chart in the evening that where it was under sanskar influence or influence of circumstances or others, that I did something or I said something. Now that's bondage. I think it's a lot of subtle attention we will need to pay to become that embodiment of Baba's inheritance. And it could be flying stage, it could be angelic stage, it could be awake stage where I am completely free from the bondage. Bondage of mind, bondage of body, elements, everything around me. Not touched by anyone's sanskars, not even my own sanskars. I think that's where, again, our avyakti signals comes about. Be master donor, bestower. And when you give, you receive. So we think receiving is when someone gives me. I don't know if Shiv Baba sometimes look at us and say, how much we giving? Baba is giving us so much. I think when he will start thinking that, if he does, he wouldn't be able to give. His ocean of knowledge keeps giving knowledge. Ocean of love keeps giving love. But he never measures it, that what we give in return to Baba, never. Today I was thinking there is in universe, such a mechanism which is not visible. About karmas, right? Very invisible. Who is keeping account? How does it happen? So that way we find that even elements are very sensitive to everything. So I think this tomorrow full day, if we pay attention, that I have to give, I know that at one place souls had some kind of difficult sanskars few years ago. So Dadi sent one sister, and I was visiting that center, that country. And she will call everyone, angel come, angel do this, angel you are so. I was surprised because they were very tough in the sense of their sanskars. But she didn't wanted to see those sanskars. So every time she will, angel come, she will smile, angel come, angel do. And I really appreciated and loved her so much. Whatever their reaction or response was, she will say, angel, that's angel, I mean, that's one way also to feel that you are not with the souls who have some particular kind of sanskars, because you don't want to notice them, or the task has to be done, right? And I know that after a few years, I know that there is a big change. First thing is that she was able to live there and do everything, even there was a lot of reaction to everything. She keeps saying it. And I thought that's the sanskar of a master bestower, right? Not see what is there, but always have the vision of what everyone should be. Sometimes when we say should be, then again we could be disappointed because they're not like that. So our being, our nature of master bestower is to be selfless. You see, when you want to talk to your plant, you talk very sweetly, nicely. But because of some reason, it doesn't grow that much, or didn't give so many flowers and fruits. But love you gave, you will receive it, plus that plant also received, right? So that should be our joy, that should be our happiness, that plant did receive. Responding is different than receiving, right? That plant received, but they didn't respond, maybe. That were different elements there. So this our human nature of always thinking receiving has to be from someone because of the result, because of the changes. But we don't see that when I gave love, I became more loveful. I am becoming more loveful now. I know yesterday, day before, a sister body was asking something, do you feel this in you more? Yeah, I think Brother Eric was asking, you think you are more loveful? Yes, definitely. I feel love for everyone, right? More natural, more consistent. And there is nothing else. Now, when it comes to our family, Baba's PK family, whether it comes to then contact souls, and then souls of the world. Baba is giving us easy tasks, but unlimited tasks. And that unlimited task is just to be master bestower, free from all the bondages, and experience your life of liberation. Jivan Mukti. Where there is divine world, divine sanskars. That is all Brahma Baba with what 300 children. But he had his own world. Many times he will be in the history hall and some soul sees dancing in super senses joy alone. There was so much in 300 children. What must not be happening in the sense of differences, different ways, but nothing bothered him. So how should we do? Yes, it's all scenes of drama. Everyone has part to play. No problem ever affected Baba, whether whatever they're doing or they are getting ready to leave Yagya. Even when they are ready to leave, 20 of them, Baba asked them, they need anything. And this Baba said goodbye with so much love. That is why they never left, because even they left, they were in their minds, they were with Baba. If Baba would have said, never come back, you all, what you did to me, what you did to Yagya, their part is over, they're going. So when there is, you are a being of love, a being of peace, being of happiness, then a being means, that's what Baba said, be embodiment. When you are a being, you are also naturally master bestower. Yeah, I am saying it, I am thinking, and I know it needs more thinking, more practice. But that we will pay attention tomorrow and take this as homework. Om Shanti.
Good evening, Didi. Good evening, Aviak Parivar, whole family. I never know whether to go back to the night before or because you come up with such interesting things. And I was remembering just something that you'd said once that, when you were talking about the plant, that there's a difference in kind of receiving or giving and responding. And what you had said that I liked very much was that when you move, everything around you evolves. And that was a long time ago that I remember you saying that. And I'm sure you still see it. And then going back to last night, just very quickly, that, and I don't know if there's a difference in the Hindi for liberation and freedom. And so the whole thing of liberation in the classic sense. But when we come into the golden age, do we think of ourselves as liberated or as free? Not that we would think of it anyway, but
I mean, in golden age, you don't think of any of that.
no, you don't.
You don't think of freedom or
Yeah.
liberated. But
Yeah.
the way the freedom is understood here is that nothing restricts them. In
Like
the sense of,
you have a license to do anything.
like
No,
no discipline, no one to control them, no one to tell them. But true freedom, which Baba says, is really from Pisces.
yes.
True freedom is from any negative traits or, bondages, as Baba said. Basically, freedom is from bondages. And that leads to liberation,
Mm-hmm.
When we are free from bondages, then we are liberated.
Yeah.
Freedom really is from bondages. And our next step is liberation. And then liberation while living in life, not when you are in Paramdham or you are, up there. But this is living in the world and stage of liberation. It's really beautiful. That means there is freedom, there is liberation both. And they both are, then it is called fruition or Jivan Mukti.
Mm. I've heard it in the context of, say, I'm not going to take the name of countries, but where they've had a system where the people were kept down very much, and by a political system or whatever, just historically, that's the way it's always been. And so then the question, maybe by a writer or something, well, they wouldn't know what to do with freedom, even if they had it. And the same thing in terms of, religion, that they wouldn't know, because they only want ritual and they only want authority, that they wouldn't know what to do with freedom. Could that be the case for sometimes for us as Brahmins too, that thing of, where Baba was talking yesterday, or you were, about holding on to the bondage or the burden? Is it because we really wouldn't know what to do with freedom if we had it?
Because that happened to many, many countries.
Mm-hmm.
That when there was freedom, they never had proper justice system. They had no experience of any systems because they were always controlled by authority.
Yeah.
So when they got free, and very few countries have settled down after that kind of freedom, and that means they had to restructure everything, which is not possible these days. But within the Brahmin family, yes, there are some souls, two things. Either they isolate themselves in the name of freedom, or, like somewhere they don't know what to do, how to be together within the family. Because if we are, creating new world, we have to be with the family, right? I won't be all alone in the golden age, right? We all will be together. So we have to work together here, whether effort, service, Baba's task, so that we all carry same sanskars and our relationship with each other is of love, of freedom. It's not a bondage, but also of joy and happiness. So you have to be in midst of everything. Nobody can say, oh, I have nothing to do. I cannot deal with people. I cannot be with big family. I don't know what to do. No, you have to be. No, that is why Baba put us, when we go to Madhuban, how big the family is.
Yeah.
And, you look at Avek Dada, he comes. There are 15,000 souls. He just gives drishti. And his drishti of love and power is so strong, every soul feels it. But he doesn't say, why these are like this, why these souls are like this. So I always remember that when I sit in Diamond Hall with big stage, I always think of Baba, what Baba gave. So that's where the bestower, you just, what you are, you just share it. Whether it is your love, your happiness, your enthusiasm, but you don't look around, in the sense of, sometimes we say, oh, energy was so low, but Baba created all that energy in such a way through his rays of power and drishti that everyone experienced something or other,
Right.
everyone.
Even at the back.
I think that to prepare for Jivan Mukti, we have to have that kind of awareness, which is important, that I have to be and I have to give. I have to be and I have to give, whether they are 10,000 or any number,
Yeah.
not affected by their energy.
Yeah. You were saying about how that what Baba's giving us to do is easy, but it's unlimited. And what I discover in my Brahmin life, the realizations that come even after all these years. And it's like, Baba knew that. Baba knew that back then. And I'm only realizing now. And when did you realize how very clever Baba was? Because he doesn't do it in the sense of, okay, do this and this and this and this. But there would be so many, it would get you to do something, then you would realize that you thought you were doing this, but it was really something more profound than that. When did you realize, Baba, how clever Baba was?
Baba, I always say Baba is very smart.
Oh, very.
Knowing everything. See, that is called faith, in the sense of truth is truth. That means Baba knew this is the part of the soul, right? Just imagine, for me, 60 years ago, Baba knew what part I will play. And now I can connect it. The way he spoke to me, way he gave me responsibility, the way he held my hand and taught me little things. That sanskars which he created. I was sharing that I was hosting Baba at one of the students for 21 days. And of course, many things, but one night it was raining. And our morning session used to be in the tents because it was a large crowd in the lawn. So Baba came around 2:45 or it was 3 in the morning. And of course, we were sleeping in the living room on the floor because it was someone's house and Baba was mostly, and other senior BKs were there. So when Baba came in, I woke up and Baba said with the hand, get up. So I got up. He held my finger and took me around. Daughter, when in the morning 2000 will come, where will they sit? because lawns were wet and all that. So then we went around. Baba is like we both are going around, and there was a place where there was concrete, and rain had stopped. So we thought we will arrange chairs there or something. What I'm saying, but for everything, like he will, you know. So then I realized that this sanskar of caring, planning, thinking about, it was from Baba. The Baba who, so that means he knew the part I will play. And many things Tadi Prakashmani and Baba will show me. And I say, I'm so young, there are so many, why me? But now when Peaceful Age came, all the sanskars emerge of yagya, unlimited generosity, make it open, many things. I tell them that there are some places you can save, but there are some you have to be open. So all that learning happened because one had to play that part. So I did definitely realize that not you can push it, nor you can. It happens at the right time. Whatever Baba has given you, because he knows that you will need that while you're playing your part. So definitely not. See, his smartness comes from the knowledge, in the sense of he knew what is my part in drama. So he's not smart in the sense of clever, cleverness.
No, I don't mean that. No, just
Very positive way.
this is so clever, so very clever.
Because he is knowledgeful. So same, I think we also look at everyone with that knowledge and with the third eye of knowledge. We will also know that what we giving in a natural way will be useful for that soul in future.
Yeah, and so not just in terms of individuals, but in terms of the drama itself and the things that were to come, not even that he, predicted things, but the way that sometimes he spoke about things and it was like, oh, that's what he meant. Now I understand. Now I get it. And then I was thinking how he used to tell the mothers to try to help them to overcome their attachment. He used to say, don't see your children as your children, but see them as debt collectors. And I think actually that's true for all relationships at the moment, that the nature of all relationships is that people are trying to collect on some old debt with the other person. I'm trying to collect $50 from you. I've only got 20 and you're trying to collect 30 from me, that we're both almost bankrupt. And this is then why Baba changes the equation. And that's why I like playing with that English word. I am the best or, in other words, that if you do for me, then I will shower you with so much wealth that not only will you be able to pay all of your other debts that you have with these people, but you'll even be able to make them rich too. So he really is the best one, the best ower, do for him, and all your other, whoever you owe, whatever you owe anybody else will get settled.
But the best thing is that we stop taking debts,
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest thing that
right.
we don't now want to have any debt, even externally or internally.
Yeah.
So we are not only clearing and settling, paying off, but also we're not starting to, as soon as we come to Baba, one thing we stop is not to borrow, right?
Right.
That's something very important.
Yeah. So in terms of what else? And just this thing of again, you were talking about being in that consciousness of who you are. And I think the words are very important too, that not just that I am that, but that the language that I use, and I've seen, as I don't know if you have, but I've seen for myself how language has come back to bite me, you know, that I've used some words or something, not necessarily ugly or bad words or anything, but just saying something or seeing something in a certain way. And then it comes back to you. So there's even power in the words that I use about my own self. You know,
that's what they said, when you are donor, you receive.
Yeah.
Whatever you give, you receive it, right? So if
that,
I am always
yeah.
think auspicious, I am receiving that.
Yeah. You know, and yesterday we were sort of touching on Dharamraj, and I just picked up an old Murli, and I'd forgotten, well, if it was ever in my consciousness, but Baba used a nice word for himself that precedes Dharamraj, if you like. And he said that he's Chitra Gupt, that he keeps the accounts, but that at this time, why this time is so special is because he's the bestower of blessings. And so this time is also filled with blessings, but that, you know, that he does take an account, and that Chitragupt will be revealed later. And he said, don't think sometimes children think that I'm innocent. He says, I'm not innocent, but this will be revealed later. But that he's also Mahakal, he's also the great death. But I like that idea of, again, that because he's the bestower of blessings, then the time automatically has the blessings, and for us to be able to use the blessings of the time.
But I shared that today, I was thinking that Baba, you know, it said accounts are with Baba, but it's not he keeps them.
No.
There is this in the whole universe, the truth and honesty, and these are the principles, or I should say characteristics of this universe. So everything works automatically, you know, bad, good, whatever it is, the results just come, or the consequences, or the reward. Nobody has to count, nobody has to give. These are certain universal principles. When we disobey them, and then the result comes. I mean, I was thinking actually that why God has to keep account also, because something had been in the universe, whatever are the principles, as much we break from matter, or wherever the consequences or the result in the form of fruition or punishment comes, you know. You have to understand a little more of that universal principles.
Right. And in that too, somebody does something wrong out of ignorance, you know, that they don't know any better. And somebody does something deliberately, and I'm seeing both things, which should draw my mercy more, or is there no difference? Should I be equal?
The wrong action is wrong, but if you have done an ignorance, there will be less punishment. But if you are intentionally doing, it's like double, you know. So, but if this wrong action is wrong action, right? There is a saying, no, that there is no excuse for ignorance, in the sense of, but if that happens, you know, maybe you will forgiven, you will be warned, or you will get some kind of little punishment. But one who does intentionally definitely has, because the suffering is much more internal, not only external.
Right.
But you know, Chitra Gupta really means it's incognito.
Incognito, yeah. But you were mentioning the other day about the person, the brother who'd gone away, and then came back having gotten married, and so he was expecting to be maybe ignored or not warmly welcomed, and he was surprised that, but he hadn't committed a crime.
Yeah.
Whereas if somebody has done something, they've been violent or aggressive, or they stole from Baba's house or whatever, then again, how should I feel towards that? It's like, not all crimes, not all actions are equal, and some you're more disgusted by or more reluctant to forgive. How do you get beyond that?
If that soul has changed and said he will not do anymore,
good.
I think then forgiveness and also allowing that soul to do whatever task he was doing. So
Nice.
Depends on the realization of that soul.
Yeah.
So there are some who did such things, but they didn't repeat it, or they're not
right
kind of addicted to that.
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
So that's the difference.
All right, I think we're over our time. Thank you so much. That was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Good night. Om Shanti.
Good night. Om Shanti.
So the merciful bestower, become liberated and give the donation of liberation. Nature is holding the garland of victory and invoking you souls who are masters of nature. They're not yesterday's. Time is holding the bell of victory and looking at you souls who are to become future kings. The devotee souls are become a master bestower and definitely continue to give to souls, whether they're Brahmins or souls in contact and relationship, be altruistic and give them the experience of happiness, peace, bliss, and love. You have to give, and to give means to receive. Whoever comes in front of you at any time should definitely go back with something. And having come to you, Master Bestowers, they shouldn't go away empty-handed. Now be merciful and reveal your form of being a bestower. Om Shanti.
Merciful and bestower. To give means to automatically receive. Become a master bestower and definitely continue to give to souls, whether they are Brahmins or souls in contact and relationship. Be altruistic and give them the experience of happiness, peace, bliss, and love. You have to give, and to give means to receive. Whoever comes in front of you at any time should definitely go back with something. Having come to you, Master Bestowers, they should not go away empty-handed. रहमदिल, दातापन, देना माना स्वतः ही लेना, चाहे ब्राह्मण, चाहे और जो भी संबंध संपर्क में आते हैं, उन्हों को कुछ न कुछ मास्टर दाता बनकर देते जाओ। निस्वार्थ बन खुशी दो, शांति दो, आनंद की अनुभूति कराओ, प्रेम की अनुभूति कराओ। देना है और देना माना, स्वतः ही लेना। जो भी जिस समय जिस रूप में संबंध संपर्क में आए, कुछ लेकर जाए। आप मास्टर दाता के पास आकर खाली नहीं जाए। ओम शांति। ओम शांति व्यक्ति परिवार। Just to remind you all that coming Sunday, 23rd of October, we will be celebrating and offering Diwali Bhog together in a Vyakti Parivar. So please save the date and be with us to light the diyas together. So request everyone, bring one diya with you and we will light together and with Mohini Didi. And also offering of Bhog for special Diwali. Now let's fly to Madhuban. Okay, just to remind you all, this is the Madhuban Double Foreigners Madhuban online program. So tomorrow is 20th and we'll be having a panel discussion with Jante Didi, Ranju Bhai and Brother Golo. So if you would like to participate, you can join a Vyakti Parivar tomorrow 8 a.m. So we'll try to provide translation as many possible. Thank you. And now let's fly to Madhuban to meet Bab Dada. Welcome to a Vyakti journey. Bab Dada meeting the double foreigner children. Imperishable love of the heart brings each child close. Now we will watch Bab Dada.
शिक्षाएं और प्यार साथी बन साथ निभाते हैं। मधुबन के वो दिन रात, मधुबन के वो दिन रात, बाबा तेरी याद दिलाते हैं।
अच्छा भी डबल फॉरेनर्स डबल फॉरेनर्स
निभाते हैं।
कभी भी कोई पूछे हाल चाल क्या है तो सभी का एक ही जवाब हो, कुशल हाल है फरिश्ते की चाल। ठीक है ना, पसंद है? ऐसे नहीं अमेरिका में जाके बदल जाओ, बदलना नहीं। और उड़ना है और उड़ाना है। से 7 देशों के एक एक भिन्न भिन्न देश वाले हाथ उठाओ। जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया से आए, अमेरिका से आए, अमेरिका से आए, वो हाथ उठाओ। अच्छा, अलग अलग करिए, बोले पधारे। अच्छा बाप दादा और सर्व ब्राह्मण परिवार भी आप सबको देख के खुश होते हैं। अभी बाप दादा डबल विदेशों से एक बात चाहते हैं, सुनाए सुनाए सुनाए। अच्छा, बाप दादा ने सुना है कि डबल विदेशी ईमेल बड़े लंबे लंबे करते हैं। जनक बच्ची को बहुत बिजी कर दिए। रात को जागना पड़ता है, तो ये भी शॉर्ट कट करते जाओ, लंबा नहीं। ठीक है ना? शॉर्ट तो हो सकता है। तो ठीक है, हाँ, शॉर्ट करेंगे। भले बेचो समाचार, लेकिन शॉर्ट 3-4, ज्यादा में ज्यादा 5 लाइन हो सकता है ना? हो सकता है, हो सकता है। हाथ उठाओ जो शॉर्ट करेंगे, हाथ उठाओ जो शॉर्ट कट करेंगे। अच्छा अच्छा, ये करते ही नहीं है, वो नहीं उठाते, होशियार है। अच्छा,
पाँच 1000 वर्ष पहले का प्यार अभी भाई। आज जन्मदिन आप सभी का प्रथम बार जो आए हैं। 5000 वर्ष पहले का प्यार अभी
साकार में जो कहा हो रहा साकार है, मुस्कुराता आपके सपनों का संसार है। दीप बन आशाओं के जल रहे हैं हम बाबा।
Om Shanti. So Baba said not long emails, right? But now we have WhatsApp, no? We can say in one word. So it's easy, right? Anyway, so how Baba really, each child was sustained by Baba and paid attention. Thank you so much, Baba. And now let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi. Tomorrow is Thursday, so we'll be offering bhog to Baba tomorrow. And 5 to 6, we'll have Sakar English Murli. And rest of the schedule will remain same. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti.